Good morning, Commissioners, Chief Terrazas, City Attorney Isela, Eric Scott, Fire Captain, Paramedic, and Public Information Officer. This morning we're going to highlight the very impressive work of a diverse group of people that are here with us today that all came together to save a man's life. It started from the 911 dispatcher who is here, to the restaurant owners, which is where the incident actually transpired, to a doctor that was amongst the diners that assisted, to your talented firefighters that all, again, united to save someone's life. The event was on the evening of March 7, 2017, and the location was the Little Door Restaurant. That's on 3rd Street in the Fairfax community. And a 62-year-old man had suddenly collapsed on a dining patio at a busy Mediterranean restaurant with about 100 people that were seated watching what had transpired. And this was a significant medical emergency. This individual was unconscious, not breathing, lips were starting to turn blue, and again, all of this happened in front of a frightened crowd of people that were watching what was transpiring in disbelief. Fortunately, though, the owners who are here with us of the restaurant acted without delay. They called 911, they started to summon the EMS process, they started CPR chest compressions, they found amongst their diners a physician to assist. They even ran across the street, which was a home for the aging, and they brought back an oxygen cylinder to assist. So the quick thinking of these restaurant owners, along with a very competent doctor who is here with us that jumped into action and took charge of the dying patient, made a life-changing difference in this man. So our firefighter dispatchers, they rapidly processed the call. They selected the correct resources to manage the incident. They also confirmed that the patient was in fact receiving CPR. And then we had our talented firefighters from Engine 61 that arrived. They took over CPR, and they actually utilized an AED, and they shocked this individual twice. Then we had our firefighter paramedics arrive, who are from 58s. They provided advanced life support and eventually transported the individual while providing the appropriate medications. So it was this teamwork that resulted in this dying man to have a return of spontaneous circulation. His heart began beating again. He began breathing. So as you can imagine then, the effect of that crowd of people that were watching this transpire, they were very moved by this positive outcome. They began clapping and cheering when they saw some of these successes. So then our firefighters transported the patient to the ER, where actually this patient that was dead began talking to them and talking to the ER staff due to everyone's effort. So very impressive teamwork from start to finish by all these talented individuals that saved a man's life that was clinically dead. And like Dr. Shapiro had mentioned this morning, what an excellent example of the chain of survival. So the LAFD administration would like to invite up and publicly recognize the owners of the Little Door Restaurant. If you could come join us. They began CPR on their customer. This is Mr. Frederick Meeshan and his brother Nicholas Meeshan. If you both can stand with us.
Just by myself.
Oh, okay. We'd also like to call the doctor who continued CPR and provided direction until relieved by the LAFD personnel. Dr. Shapiro, if you'd please come up. And certainly our own firefighters who do this every day, but today they're being recognized for their excellence in making a difference. We have Captain O'Gorman, Firefighter Escorcia Jr., Firefighter Paramedic Scacchetti, and Firefighter Paramedic Guzman, as well as Firefighter Dispatcher Ibarra. If you could all join us. We'd like to briefly read the certificate here. In recognition and sincere gratitude for your heroic courage, diligent efforts, personal initiative, and expedient assistance which directly resulted in saving the life of a 62-year-old man during a medical emergency on March 7, 2017, the Los Angeles Fire Department commends you for your extraordinary, life-saving efforts to a citizen of the city of Los Angeles. Presented this 18th day of July 2017, Ralph M. Terrazas, Fire Chief.
When I hear that story, the first thing I think about is what he mentioned, Captain Scott mentioned, the chain of survival. And if you look at the people behind me, the chain is represented by the restaurant owner, by the doctor who happened to be having dinner there, and by the members of the Los Angeles Fire Department. So this is a classic example of the effectiveness of the chain of survival, and it highlights the fact that CPR truly saves lives. Somebody who goes from being clinically dead to talking, that's not an accident. We have a system in place to support that effort, but we can't do it alone. Sometimes there's a gap between the time when it happens and the time we get there. When we have people step up like they have to fill that gap, and Pulse Point is another tool to help them fill that gap, we can save lives. That's why it's been such a priority within the Los Angeles Fire Department to train up high school kids, to train up throughout each of the 4 bureaus people so they're able to provide CPR. So I can't be more proud and happy to highlight the efforts of the people behind me, and I congratulate them, and I offer the mic to anybody who'd like to come up. That's a no. Doc?
First of all, it's horrible to actually do it. CPR, it's horrible. That means that you're the last line between God and earth. Then whenever you're in front of that, in a hospital setting, you feel you have a team, everybody knows what to do, you feel calm, you actually understand what to do, and you have a protocol for that. From my bottom of my heart, for every fire EMT people that we have around here, I don't know how you do it on the streets. I do not know how you do it with the chaos that you do every day, knowing that you're going to be receiving God knows what in front of you on the streets. Then from my heart, the stuff that I did there in an uncontrolled setting, my heart goes to you because of the power and energy, that knowing that if I call, someone will be there in 5 minutes. Someone will be there, taking care of what the mess that I did there. And I'm thankful for having you there. I work on the hospital setting. I'm a pediatrician, actually. Don't tell the 62-year-old man about that part. Thank you for the opportunity. It was amazing when the crew came in, and they took over. They made sure that everything was fine, and I feel blessed that I'm here. I'm blessed that I'm here. Thank you.
Well, I just wanted to say that I've been in the restaurant business for 35 years in LA, and I feel very secure, knowing, I'm always dealing with hundreds, maybe sometimes thousands of people in my places, and knowing that the fire department can be there in 5 minutes is it's a big support. It's really securing my business. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good morning, Captain Ryan O'Gorman. I had the opportunity to work on Engine 61 that day, and I am very proud of our members that work for our fire department. The young men that are working here today did an exemplary job and performance in saving this man's life. So I just wanted to thank them, and thank you for the opportunity on giving them a certificate. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I would like to invite the commissioners.